What's up, everybody? This is Jabril Muhammad, founder of Accountable. And I want to make this video not about accountable, but just about when you're walking this walk in life. You have to be guarded spiritually, mentally, and physically every second of the day. When you're outside, you're walking around amongst these people, amongst others similar to you, different. You never know what they believe in. So before you are quick to extend your hand out or an olive branch in relationships, you have to definitely allow your spirit to discern the person, the situation. A lot of people will extend an olive branch out but have the knife behind their back. And it's very serious as we move into like 2027, paying attention to the climate of people. A lot of people operate with demonic frequencies. And when you're set apart and when you're guarded, it's easy to spot that out. You know, this is why when you go around certain people, when you go around certain environments, you have people that stop talking. They just randomly stop talking when you pop in. You may not even know these people. It may be a new environment. It may be in public, like I'm in Starbucks or something. It may be in public. People just like stop talking. You're like, or you got somebody staring at you, or you got somebody not keeping their word with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to be tapped in to yourself and to the source, which is God. It's important to know who Yahshua HaMashiach is. You're supposed to know that, especially as one of God's chosen children. You're supposed to know that. So be very cautious now of allowing new people into your life. A lot of people come with gifts. A lot of people come with flattery. A lot of people come with things that we need or we want or we crave or we think that we're missing from our lives. And most of the time we're not even missing that. We're missing the truth. We're missing the source. We're missing God out of our lives. So this is the time to be very protective. You should be meditating daily. You should be in your word daily. You should be praying daily. You should be distancing yourself from people and environments that could bring in negative energy or spirits towards you. And in public, you can't really control what people do, but you can control this field around you. See, we don't let nobody penetrate that field. This is why acting out of emotion is something we don't do. You know, acting out of emotion can put you in a position in life where you may not be able to come back from that. Emotions really are a great thing, but sometimes we process things incorrectly. And that may lead us down a path that we may not be able to come back from. So when you're analyzing and watching people in environments and you're watching your friends, your family, you're wondering why nobody is, cooperating with you, and you're wondering why everything is, what is up? Why is everybody acting like this towards me? That's when you know. A lot of us have that calling. A lot of us have that spark in our lives, and we just don't see it yet. But those people, they see something in you. They see something in you. And it's not even just a physical thing, it's a spiritual thing. That's why I say you have to be guarded daily to not allow anybody to affect this circle right here. So, as we continue to move forward, I want to tap back onto this. People in today's world, they're desperate. They're itching. Somebody's waiting for somebody to say the wrong thing to them. The economy is not good. You know what I'm saying? People not making a whole lot of money. This is a time to, as a follower of Christ or a chosen person, this is a time to sit back and really analyze everything. Being non-reactive, but keeping your spirit intact so you can have that level of discernment to notice the things that most people won't pick up on. See, we battle not against blood, but against what does it say, Prince? Let me get this verse for you all, because I don't like misquoting the word. We battle not against flesh. The battle is not against flesh. It's not. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up for y'all. It's in Ephesians. And Ephesians is a great book. It's a great chapter. It's lovely. The entire Bible is just, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful book. It's a book of history. It's a book of black history. That's why it's really good. So Ephesians 6:12 says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, and against rulers of darkness in this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." That's Ephesians 6:12 for you. So the battle is not people. It's not the thing that you can physically see. It's the things that you can't. It's the thoughts in their mind that you don't hear or can't access to. But even though we can't read the minds of people, we can understand the energy of them very clearly, very well. That's why you find yourself being by yourself so much. That's why you find yourself living a life that nobody can really compare to, they can't really relate to. You know, they can't. That's why in this 2026 in this economy, we're not affected by what's going on out here, because we followed the word. We followed it and we lived it. So the Bible tells us how to work hard with our hands so that we will be rewarded for that work. And that's what you've been doing. That's what I've been doing. So this is just your reminder. Not everybody likes you. And there's a lot of people that hate you. And you have to remember, in times like this in the economy, a lot of evilness, a lot of wickedness flows through the veins of these people, especially the ones that are not the chosen. It's a bloodline thing, man. And not everybody is a part of that. When you really dive into this Bible, when you really dive into it, and you go study the Hebrew Bible, you go to the Ethiopian Bibles, you go to the real sources, the truth, you get to really see that, yeah, God protects everybody, but it's a specific group of people who have a covenant with Him. And that's different. And when people hear this word covenant, they think of witchcraft. That's what they think of. Because what they tried to do is molest the word from what it has derived itself from. See, everything from God is pure. It's good. So His word would never be able to be flipped around and tainted because of an English language system that wasn't even around until what 500-600 years ago, 700 years ago. So when you're out here, man, pay attention. Be aware of your surroundings, because a lot of these demonic spirits on people, they want to latch on. They really need help. A lot of people have a cry for help. They just don't know how to ask. And then there's some people that are just straight evil. And if they had the opportunity to, if they could do it and get away with it, they'd eliminate you. This is why you have to be guarded, man. You have to protect yourself. And you have to be aware of your surroundings, especially as a black man or woman in America, where, I mean, obviously you know the history. So if you're not aware of yourself, if you're not aware of your surroundings, I suggest that you do that. And if you don't keep protection on you, I suggest that you figure out a way to do that as well. So this is my video to you all today. I stay in the Word. I meditate in it. I've been fasting for, intermittent fast. I'm drinking some coffee right now. I drink my cup of coffee every day. One meal at night, you know. But when you reach that state of ketosis, once you reach that state where the filth and the gunk of you is starting to deteriorate, it's starting to burn, and your body is starting to go through that process. It's a reason why Jesus went into the forest for 40 days and 40 nights. There's a reason. Get tapped in, man. Once you eliminate these toxins and stuff out of your body, it's a reason why we're supposed to fast. It gets us closer to our God. So if you can fast, not everybody can fast because for health reasons and certain things. If you can, I suggest, doing an intermittent fast. I go pretty hard sometimes. I can go 7 days without eating. Easy. And when you go 7 days without eating, you just drink water. It's a different, I can't really describe it, but it's different. The way that you feel, the way that you act, the way that you see. I mean, it makes you want to see if you can push your limits and go 14 days without eating. It makes you want to see if you go. What happens when you go 20? Why did Jesus only do 40 days? That makes me ask, why did he only do 40 days? Why did he do 40 days? So for us, that makes me want to go into that word more and figure that out. Everything in the Bible is specific for a reason. The numbers, the verbiage, the true language, which if we go back down in history, will be Aramaic, in Hebrew. We're just reading English translations of the Bible. So you can't even really trust that word because it's not the true thing. So I urge everyone who is a believer in Christ, and when I say believer in Christ, I'm talking about the Yeshua HaMashiach, that person there, the greatest. I urge you all to understand the difference between the Catholic, Christian religion and what the Bible actually is. And in America, this word has got flipped into a system that oppresses, but the word itself doesn't. So when people ask me, am I religious? I say, no, I'm not religious. I'm a follower of Christ. No, that's not a religion. I'm I'm a follower of his word. I'm a follower of God. So this is your time to stand on what you believe in, because you can't play both sides in this world. You get eaten alive. So everybody, y'all know I make my videos. I pop in once in a while to get you all on point. And this is one of those videos. We're gonna keep praying. We're gonna keep doing the things that we need to do to move in this world righteously. And yeah, I know. I think today is Wednesday or Thursday. Oh, it's Thursday today. Wow. So y'all know tomorrow is the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? We got the Sabbath tomorrow. Y'all better be in the crib at 7 o'clock. We don't get to work on Saturday. Well, no work on Saturday. You get to sleep when you need to. What the Bible say? A man works 6 days. 6 days in a week. Got that 1 day for rest. That's what God did. Why aren't you moving the same way? You're created in his image. That's what the Bible says. So why aren't you moving in the same manner? You know, my last thing I want to say on this, a lot of people wait on this mysterious phenomenon, what they call, in quotations, God, to do something in their life for them. But if you read this word, it talks about who is rewarded. The diligent worker, the hard worker, the person is walking the righteous life. So for those who are waiting on this, mysterious entity thing to just boom, like, oh, now I'm gonna become a millionaire, now I'm gonna do everything, and now I'm gonna be this philanthropist. It doesn't work like that. You have to put in the work, and the work is rewarded. That's what's rewarded. So once again, this is the founder of Accountable, Jabril Muhammad. We got to start making more videos back on the crypto stuff again, because I've been talking to companies and stuff like that, and it's getting crazy out here. I ain't gonna lie. The business is getting crazy out here. If you're in blockchain, you web development right now, please hit me up. We are expanding, and man, this next video I'm gonna drop on my other channel. We're gonna go over a project. I just talked to these people the other day. Well, actually this morning, excuse me. And I think I just missed a meeting while I was making this video. I think this video was more important than my meeting. It's, but yeah, man, when this crypto thing, man, a lot of people, they just hear it's just like the Bible. It's just like Bible and religion. They hear someone have a bad experience and they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be, no. Like, go actually study the stuff, read it for yourself, and then you'll figure it out. Bro, I just got off the phone this morning with with a company that is providing 24-hour payouts for deposits at banks. Bro, do you understand the financial product that this is? People, this company processes the deposits in accounts. They have a set rate of interest for depositors through different foreign exchange currencies, because in these markets, these foreign exchange currencies have arbitrage opportunities, and that's how we capture the interest. And in 24 hours, what they do is a redemption, and they pay out the money owed to the depositor if the depositor wants to withdraw that day. So if I deposit $25,000, and say for instance the interest rate is like 8% or something like that, 3%. I think in that day or something like that, you'll be making like let's say 10%, 25,000, 10%, 2,500 bucks. Boom. If that's the rate for the day, you deposit your money at 24 hours. They distribute you out your yield reward, and you can take your money back. But the interesting and cool thing about this is, if I leave my money in the account, it compounds interest on the next day. So my 25,000 can go from 25,000 to 27.5, depending on the interest rate. 10% is a crazy interest rate on deposit. That's literally like, if you could just sit there and do that all day, I mean, you'll be rich for the rest of your life, literally. But the next day, you got 27,500 in this account, or 27,000, whatever the number is. So if the next day they want to offer the same rate for that new account balance that you have with them, it keeps going. So you don't have to do anything. And this is why decentralized finance is so important. This is why blockchain is so important. When you hear about these crypto memes and stuff, they're not telling you about the markets that you can go deposit stablecoins in and receive 50% yield on your stablecoin deposit. Nobody's telling you about this stuff. Bro, I've been living off of blockchain and cryptocurrency for the last 4 years, bro. And I drive a 1995 Honda Odyssey. I don't even drive it anymore. I just walk around now. So, bro, y'all got to get in the trenches. This is why I release these videos. It's not about the money. It's about preparing yourself, your character, and spiritually before you even get to the money. Because when you get to the money, that money come with it. That money will change you. That money will change you. You'll be doing unscrupulous things if your character is not developed, your spirit is not correct. So this is why I create the content that I create, because we've been there. We've done 100, we've done 200, 300, 400,000. We've done that. But you'll lose that if you're spiritually not operating in the manner that you're supposed to carry yourself and operate in this world. And if God has his hand over your life, he'll give you the opportunity to show you that you can do these things, but he'll put you in a position where you have to do it the right way, if that's how you live your life. Because the devil does reward his people, unfortunately. So, yeah, this is really cool. Blockchain is the future. I've never had opportunities like this in my life where you can just go on social media and you have a conversation with somebody. Now you're talking to somebody that's managing billions of dollars in assets. It's like, you can't, bro, the financial world is crazy, bro. And you gotta, I'm telling y'all have to get into the money of the business of money. When I started my other channel, all I said to myself was, if I'm around the business of money, I will never be broke. If you're around money all the time, you would never be broke. If you're around somebody that has money all the time and you can keep your word with them, you will never be broke. But it's about your character. You will never be broke, bro. So, man, life is getting so fun. This technology is advancing so fast. Donald Trump and his team is pushing the crypto stuff forward for us. The AI push forward for us. And I mean, man, it's an amazing time to be alive right now. It's an amazing time to be alive. If you're not excited about life, if you're not excited about your opportunities that you have for yourself, I don't know what to tell you, man. Y'all gotta find God, because through that, you can get this type of joy and peace and happiness. And you can get the abundance. You're promised these things, but you have to live a certain type of lifestyle. You can't be outside and doing what everybody else doing. And I'll give you my last example. So in 2021, when I was homeless, I was writing a business plan down that I just actually revisited. It was a tokenization model that is available, but I've only found one company in the world right now that is even looking at this. One company in the world that is publicly, that put a paper out about looking at this. And that tokenization model was about selling square feet. I want to tokenize square feet, and offer those square feet as an offering, a listing to people. Why would we do this? To allow people to have a plot of land for a very low cost. And then on the business side of it, for a business owner, this is why I'm pushing this. This is why I created a platform for you to come on and tokenize your real estate. You got 11,000 square foot lot of land, piece of land with nothing on it. You tokenize a square foot of your property and sell each token for $5. You're being able to raise $55,000 if you have an operating agreement on the property that people, can view. Now with these tokens, they have rights to vote on specific things. So now you got 55 grand right here in this account to improve this property. Now you have people that can say, hey, with this 55,000, we should put some Tesla charging stations on this land. They're only $20,000 to do the setup. So now it's a collaborative effort to improve the property value collectively through a token offering like this. So y'all, what a time to be alive. I'm finna get about her. I got some stuff to do. I gotta fill out some stuff, man. But yeah, y'all have a good one. Guard your hearts, guard your spirit, be aware, look people in the eyes. And I know we don't like to look, we look people in the eyes, but still spiritually, we don't like to allow people to try to connect to us. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have that shield. So I understand it. But this is Jabril Muhammad with Accountable, with Fiction Crypto as well. We're gonna drop some stuff for y'all. Y'all have a good one. Peace.